Hi everyone, welcome to the visual guide for Eden's Promise Umbra. This is the newest raid made available by patch 5.4 in Final Fantasy XIV, Futures Rewritten. This boss seems to have a thorn in her side, and repeated wipes can leave you feeling empty inside. Here to keep you from succumbing to the darkness, my name is Miztech and I'll be your raid guide. Ground-Razing Particle Beam will deal high raid-wide damage. Shield and heal as necessary. When the boss casts the Art of Darkness, players should quickly identify which tentacle is glowing and move away from that side to avoid excess damage and vulnerability stacks. Wide angle particle beam will target a random player with a large conal attack. Move out of this as necessary. Zero form particle beam will target the primary target with a line tankbuster. Cooldown and heal through this, while also keeping the boss facing away from the group. The boss will eventually move into the center and begin to cast Empty Plane. This will deal high raid-wide damage and cause the platform to change. Flood of Emptiness will then target specific squares on the platform that will be destroyed. At the same time, all players will be marked with a cloying condensation debuff. This debuff will target the section underneath the player and over time will eventually cause that section to turn purple and eventually get destroyed. This platform countdown can be refreshed by simply moving to a new square. To avoid falling off, players will need to keep an eye on their feet and be ready to move to a new square anytime they see the purple marker. While this is happening, the boss will throw out the same mechanics. Watch out for those AoE blasts, and anytime she casts the Art of Darkness, immediately identify which tentacle is glowing and move to the opposite side of her. Eventually, she will cast Obscure Woods. This will deal raid-wide damage and change the platform again. Flood of Obscurity will have 8 small AoE circles spawn around the edge of the platform and a knockback from the boss in the center of the room. Players can use a knockback immunity or position themselves to avoid getting knocked into the AoE circles. The circles will soon form briar patches that must be avoided. Each patch will then tether to a player, and this thorny tether will need to be broken by moving away from the patch. Players will need to watch for another Art of Darkness cast, so as you're breaking your tether, make sure you're also on the safe side of the boss. Eventually, the boss's tentacles will grab one side of the platform and she'll begin to cast Wide Angle Phaser. At the end of the cast, she'll jump to that side and deal a massive conal attack aimed towards the middle of the platform. To avoid excess damage and debuffs, all players can move towards the corners of the side of the platform that she's about to jump to. Just follow those yellow brick tentacles. Next up, Rejuvenating Bomb will have the boss targeting 2 sides of the platform with these purple tethers. Eventually, these sides will explode in very large AoE circles. Players will need to move to the sides not tethered to avoid the incoming attack. Be careful not to run into any existing briar patches as you move to safety. Deluge of Darkness will do high raid-wide damage and revert the platform back to normal. At this point, the familiar mechanics will repeat. Particle Concentration will cause 4 circles to form around the platform. Each circle requires 1 player inside of it to soak the incoming damage. Eventually, the boss will cast Empty Plane again. This time, Hypercharged Condensation will form clouds that must be destroyed before they reach the boss or she'll gain a damage up buff. The clouds can be heavy to debuff players stand in front of them, so use this to your advantage. Summon will cause a number of clones to spawn on the outer edges of the platform that will attack directly in front of them. Be sure to avoid these as necessary. Anti-Air Particle Beam is a point-blank AoE that all players should move away from. Be very careful here as the platform is limited by other players, their debuffs, and the summoned clones. Eventually, the platform will change into the Obscure Woods again. Remember to break your tethers, follow her to dodge the Wide Angle Phaser, and avoid the Rejuvenating Bomb sides while dodging appropriately for the Art of Darkness. The briar patches make the safe zones during this mechanic overlap quite small, so watch those toes. All of these mechanics and phases will repeat until the boss is down. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Up next, we're heading into Eden's Promise Litany. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.